Have you ever woken up in the middle of the night to a weird noise? Maybe a strange creak of a door opening, or footsteps slowly coming up the stairs. Is it the wind? Or the house settling? Perhaps. But how sure are you? Maybe it's nothing, and you could go back to sleep. Or maybe it's something lurking in the darkness, watching you. Here are 5 creepy photos you may not have seen.
Before we get started, I want to announce the sponsor of this week's video, Brooklyn HorrorCon and Halloween Fest. From celebrity meet and greets to performers and artists from all over the East Coast, Brooklyn HorrorCon has a little something for everyone. Come meet Scout Taylor Compton from Rob Zombie's Halloween and Samantha Scaffadini from Terrifier and many more. Tickets and booths are on sale now at brooklynhorrorcon.com. And if you're a fan of the show, Amanda and I will be there, so come by and say hello. Brooklyn HorrorCon and Halloween Fest, October 23rd and 24th.
Remember in How I Met Your Mother, they said nothing good happens after 2 a.m.? After seeing this photo, I'm inclined to believe that. These girls were enjoying their night at a party and decide to take a drunken selfie, as one does, when this figure shows up in the background. To me, this looks like a very tall and slim naked woman. Besides the fact that the girls themselves look bundled up, so a naked woman walking around would be peculiar. Something else about this figure is off. Perhaps her molten gray skin, or the fact that it looks more like a creature than a person. One of the girls believe it's a ghost, but the other one isn't so sure. What do you think it is?
Oh, old people, how we love to just dismiss everything they say, label them crazy, and ship them off to a home. Well, in this case, Gam Gam wasn't all that crazy. The story goes that an elderly woman had been spotting a floating apparition that closely resembled a reaper in her backyard. She's been seeing this apparition for a while, and when she expressed her worries to her family, they told her she was just seeing things and lost her mind. Angry and determined to prove her family wrong, she bought a camera, and what she caught no one expected. This white-robed skeleton figure seems to be staring into her window. Notice how there are no legs touching the ground. At that point, I would have claimed it was old age and had them put me in a home. No way I would have stayed outside knowing what was out there waiting for me.
There are some things in the paranormal community that we can all agree on. And that is children ghosts are one of the creepiest things ever. Nothing quite makes your soul leave its body than hearing the pitter-patter and giggles of children you don't have. This photo looks pretty generic, and it's easy to miss Satan's spawn hiding behind the door. Here, take a closer look. If that isn't the adorable cherub face of evil, I simply don't know what is. Apparently, the homeowners had multiple sightings of a little girl ghost running around their house, and now they have the picture to prove it. Yay!
AM UK, also known as the Village of the Damned, is a small town in the UK and has gotten its name for the massive amount of death it has seen over the years. In 1666, 260 people died due to the bubonic plague, nearly wiping out the extremely small village. Centuries later, the village is still active with tons of historians and explorers searching the old cemetery and church. This photo was taken on those exact grounds only seconds apart As you could see in the first photo, it is extremely dark, so the person snapped a second identical shot and brightened the photos. In the first brightened shot, you see there is nothing but a mist in this location. But in the second photo, you clearly see a face of what seems like a woman in time period clothing, turning around looking at the photographer. Now, there is no way to confirm whether this is from one of the poor souls lost in 1666 or one of the thousands of people who died thereafter. But this still remains one of the most haunted locations in Derbyshire, UK.
Do you have a fear of swimming in the open water? Yeah, me too. And this is exactly why. This photo is of a father and son. Nothing weird there. Except all arms are accounted for on the two, so what the hell is coming out of his freaking back? The father, upon reviewing the photo, was caught off guard and says it looks like an arm holding some sort of scepter. I have no idea what that disembodied limb is holding, and I sure as hell don't want to find out. And what's the next photo?
What?
I can't keep looking at this thing. Why? Because it's an arm. An arm attached to nothing. What the frick is it holding?
What is going on, guys? We are back, and I apologize for taking so long. We promise not to leave you ever again. I promise. But we had some things that we had to take care of, but we are back, and we are back in a whole new way. We are going to be adding a lot of very special features to this channel that will be rolling out within the upcoming weeks, such as maybe a podcast, if you guys are interested. Maybe Amanda will do some creepy, spooky stories, as well as a couple of other really cool things that we have in mind. Paranormal investigation team. Don't tell Amanda. But we do want to say thank you to everybody that has reached out to us. As much as we hated being away, it was things that we needed to take care of and things that we needed to do. But we are, in fact, back. And again, I do want to thank everybody that has reached out to us. There are quite a few people that we really grew closer to over this time, and they reached out to make sure that we were okay, and they have no idea how much that means to us. So thank you, everybody, and we will see you next week. I promise. Promise. Oh, and what do you guys think of the ghost? We have a ghost now. He's a friendly ghost sometimes when he's not doing evil things. What do you think of him? Yes, his name is Boozer. I'm sure you guys will learn more about him in the upcoming weeks. Don't forget to tickle that notification bell, hit that like button, and beat the subscribe button like the red-headed stepchild, and I will see you guys later.